Hello, and welcome to the Robert and Crew Show. This is actually our second show, which is the Conspiracy and BS show, with our co-host, Tyler the Ice King. How are you doing tonight, Tyler?
I'm good.
How are you doing tonight,
I'm ready
Shaitan?
to make fun of Diddy.
Crew?
What's up?
I'm ready to
How are
make
you
fun of
doing tonight,
Diddy.
Crew?
Pretty good. Enjoying life as usual. Loving my new job. And ready to talk about P. Diddy, which a lot of people were against, but there's a lot of people who are for it. So let's see how much shit we can stir up with this one episode.
Yeah, so tonight we were gonna they both have said already. Tonight we're gonna be discussing P Diddy and the allegations and scandal and everything that is allegedly um, going up against him right now. So we will be doing that. So, um, I think here I'm gonna play a quick little video. It's from the Daily Mail. It talks about kind of the allegations. Well, it doesn't talk about it. You have to read it. But we're gonna run this first, and then Shaitan, you can start with what you know.
All right.
What do you know about this Diddy rabbit hole?
So I got a bunch of information that I was able to pull up. And I also was able to get from a website source from newsfeed.com on who were part of the whole lawsuit and court thing. Let's see here. Okay. So I got some legal issues, three of them. Let's see. Let's start off with the assault charges. From 1999, Combs was arrested and charged with assault after allegedly attacking a rival record executive, Steve Stout. The second thing on this list for legal issues, gun possession charges. In 2001, Combs was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm after a nightclub shooting in New York City. And then we got some civil lawsuits on him. He was involved in several high-profile civil lawsuits, including a $19 million lawsuit filed by a former business partner. Let's see. Business
So,
controversies.
19,000. Wait. We have to talk about this stuff. You can't just keep going. We got to break this down and talk about it.
All right.
So,
Hmm?
you said there's allegedly a $19,000 lawsuit, or how much is it?
$19 million lawsuit.
$19 million lawsuit, and it's from who? It's an it's an ex executive or something, or
A former business partner.
do we know what the suit is over?
Let's see. It was a high-profile civil lawsuit.
So, in tonight's
Well,
show, instead of like instead of like reading off of phones, let's talk about what we know, what we've heard, and everything like that. Because when we're reading off these phones, you're not very like I don't feel like we're talking it to the crowd. We're basically talking to ourselves if when we're reading off the phone. So if you have to cite something or source something via the phone, perfectly fine. But let's talk about what we know. So without looking at the phone, besides for the fact of like the special details that you need, you said there's a $19 million lawsuit. It's from an ex executive. We don't really know why, but
pretty
that's
much.
but that was a a situation that has just arose or has been a thing for a while now?
I think it was a thing for a
Like, what do you
while
mean?
now. It didn't go into specific detail how long ago it was, but it said civil lawsuits.
So, Tyler, what do you think about who P. Diddy is?
I'll say this: I was a fan of his in the beginning. I mean, I still like some of his music, but he's a scumbag in his own right.
He's a weirdo, right?
Exactly.
There's so much going on right now. Like from the allegations of what was found in the house in the mansion, which by the way conveniently burned in the LA fires. So the mansion's gone. We don't have that
Yup.
as evidence anymore. It's gone. The whole mansion is gone. So that's a pretty interesting fact right now surrounding the case. There's been allegations that possibly Jay-Z, Beyonce, and a couple other like top name people are also involved in the Diddy sex trafficking ring. That's all alleged. We don't have any proof of that, but I'm sure it'll come out soon enough. Jay-Z has had a couple people that have been making allegations towards him and threatening proof. We also had a lawyer that claimed she had a video of a freak off that was later on confirmed or allegedly confirmed to be Justin Bieber's video from the Diddy parties.
Yup.
We know that Diddy had a lot of power. Okay, like this man, he started out with his own record label, which or he started out on a separate record label and then managed to grow and create his own record label, right? And that record label, he had stars on that record label, such as the Notorious B.I.G. and a couple other people. And there's people that even link the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac's death, well, distinctively, strictly the Notorious B.I.G.'s death directly to P. Diddy. You guys know that story?
No.
Not really.
So, so P. Diddy was in the car with the Notorious B.I.G. when he died.
I heard about that.
Basically,
I
well,
heard about that.
they were either in the car together or P. Diddy was in the car in front of him. But basically, they said that P. Diddy and his driver flew through a red light while the Notorious B.I.G. stopped at a red light while these gangsters were like following them. And because P. Diddy and his chauffeur or whoever, the guy who was in the car with him, went through that red light and the Notorious B.I.G.'s car stopped at the red light, they were shot up. And Diddy conveniently was not shot up. And the whole allegation is allegedly Diddy was supposed to be the target, not the Notorious B.I.G. So because Diddy's car went through that red light, the people thought that they got Diddy's car at the red light, but they actually got the Notorious B.I.G.'s car and killed him. So the whole theory, I guess, the whole conspiracy theory behind the Notorious B.I.G.'s death was that he was that these guys were after Diddy, and Diddy didn't want to get hit or licked or whatever you want to call it when gangsters go after gangsters, and basically put the Notorious B.I.G. in harm's way, perfectly knowing it, and got away with murder.
Yep.
He's also specifically is called out in the Tupac case too. Is that Diddy may have gotten Tupac killed. Eminem has a song where he famously says at the end of the song, or in the middle of the song or something, he goes, because we all know that Diddy put the hit out that got Pac killed. He literally has a song with a lyric in it that says that. And he goes, I'm just fucking with you, Diddy. And then he like takes it back or whatever. So people in the music industry knew how bad P. Diddy was. They knew how bad he
Yeah.
was. Nobody did a goddamn thing. Not a single person did a goddamn thing.
There's a video on TikTok about there's an underground thing in Diddy's place that leads
Yeah, the
to
underground tunnel.
underground
They
tunnel that
originally
leads to
reached the Playboy Mansion.
to an elementary school.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but I know the original tunnels that are under P. Diddy's house or were under the LA mansion, those tunnels went directly to Hugh Hefner's old Playboy mansion.
Hmm.
So at least what some people are saying is that was back, those tunnels were made back when the Playboy mansion was a big deal. And basically Hugh Hefner was low-key sex trafficking allegedly his Playboy bunnies through these tunnels so that they could indiscreetly go to celebrities' houses and allegedly have sex with them for money. So
I remember
supposedly
hearing about
that
that.
is that's what those tunnels are for underneath the LA stuff, but it's very weird connecting to all the supposed allegations that Diddy himself has for sex trafficking. So it's highly convenient that there's an entire tunnel system enclosed underneath his house. I just think that's very fucking convenient. Like, how'd you get that lucky, bro? You bought that house because you knew there were those tunnels underneath there. You
Yep.
knew you could hide stuff. That's why you bought that house. We all know that's why Diddy bought that house. He also bought that house because it's his gigantic mansion. He's a show off. He likes to show his money off.
There's also a video on TikTok that I saw earlier today of a cleaning crew cleaning up a bunch of baby oil from the ground.
Baby, baby, baby.
I knew we were
Oh,
going to do
my
shit like this.
baby, baby. Oh. I'm
While we're
sorry, I
on that
can't help
note,
myself.
while we're on that note, should we talk about his lovely collection of dildos that the police have found?
Wasn't there something like over 100 dildos found at that mansion?
784 for his entire collection.
And we for sure know that that's not AI. That none
No.
of that was AI.
Fox News said it, and a few other freaking outlets said it. So yeah, no, that shit is not fake.
Just along with his baby, 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 oil.
God.
Yeah, no.
This by the way, people,
sad.
this show's gonna be crazy. We already knew this.
It's sad though, you know what he put some of these young celebrities through, like Justin Bieber. Like we've all seen the video of Justin Bieber at Puff Daddy's flavor camp. And then we've all seen the video of Usher being talked to, who conveniently is the one who brought Justin Bieber to Sean Combs or Puff Daddy or whatever you want to call him. And they famously asked Usher, they were like, "So you know about Puff Daddy's flavor camp, or you were a part of Puff Daddy's flavor camp at one point?" And Usher's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, I remember those times, but whatever." And they're like, "Well, knowing who P. Diddy is, would you send your own kids, like your own children, to Puff Daddy flavor camp?" And Usher is like, "Oh hell no, I would never send my kids over there." So why did you give Justin Bieber over to Sean Combs? I'd like to know, Usher. I think you owe us some explanations. Here, real quick before we go into something else, I'm gonna play a video real quick for everybody in here, and of course it deals with Diddy. All of the videos I'll be playing tonight in tonight's podcast all deal with Diddy. But here's this one.
Is there a way to get Diddy? Cassie, in her civil complaint, not only alleged that Diddy beat her up, she also alleged that Diddy made her sleep with other men. Diddy himself raped her. Now we have video evidence that shows Cassie's claim of the beating, and a district attorney in California could, if they wanted to, if they believe that they have probable cause, they could also now charge Diddy for those sex trafficking claims that Cassie made, that he makes her sleep with other men, as well as the rape. When it comes to SA sexual assault in the state of California, there is no statute of limitations. Now they can get Diddy.
there are no statutory limitations on rape or anything like that. On essay or rape or anything like that. There is no statute of limitations on that. So basically that lawyer is saying that P. Diddy is absolutely screwed. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not, like how screwed he is, because I feel like when you have people this powerful who have this much money, all they really have to do is offer up a certain amount of money, and sometimes things conveniently go away. Whether that be people or allegations or charges or just crazy things, they conveniently go away. And I know you guys know that for sure. If you've got money, you've got power.
I
So
don't
what do you
have
think
to.
about that video shit? That video
I
crew?
mean, from what I heard from what the lawyer is saying, I agree with him absolutely. Diddy is screwed. So and especially with how many celebrities have come out. Like for instance, I'll give an example. Lady Gaga, for one, she came
Oh,
out.
hey, okay. Wait, I got that video. So he's mentioning Lady Gaga, and she came out with a video that was, I guess, basically saying that Diddy and his crew tried to do things to her. So I'm going to play that video for you guys right now, real quick, since we mentioned Lady Gaga. Let me see if I can find it real quick, guys. Sorry.
If ever there's been a prophetic song.
The
Yes, I don't know.
FBI's investigation in
Oh, here's the one about the
FBI's
tunnels.
investigation into the mysterious tunnel at Diddy's mansion has taken a wild turn, Part 3. After discovering locked rooms and bizarre intersections, agents are piecing together an underground network that may connect to several celebrity homes, including the infamous Playboy Mansion. What did they find? As agents split up to explore, they stumbled upon signs of recent activity. Fresh footprints, strange markings on the walls, and unmarked vehicles spotted nearby. Neighbors reported hearing late-night gatherings and unusual sounds coming from the mansion. Could this be a secret hub for Hollywood's elite? Diddy, who was taken in for questioning, insists he had no clue about the tunnel. But with surveillance footage showing a mysterious figure entering just before the tip-off, things are heating up. The media is buzzing with speculation. Are these tunnels part of a larger conspiracy? Are they used for parties or something even more sinister? As the FBI digs deeper, fans and followers are on the edge of their seats, eagerly waiting for the next reveal. What happens next? You won't want to miss it. Follow this page and comment list to see Part 4.
I can't find the video of the Lady Gaga. I thought I had it. I saw it earlier. I guess I didn't download it, but yes, I saw the video you're talking about. So if you can explain those allegations,
Okay,
please explain
so
them.
Lady Gaga came out in an interview and said that Diddy was demanding that she take her clothes off. She was refusing to. He kept pushing it, so she decided to up and leave. And he threatened her that him and a bunch of his people were going to go destroy her records, her music as well. Like burn her music and everything to where she didn't have
Yeah, and
anything.
that's basically the video I saw too, is that she was claiming that Diddy was basically telling her that she had to get naked. And if she didn't, then this bad stuff was going to happen to her. I did have that video. I don't have it anymore, or it didn't get uploaded. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot put that one on the cast. Do we have any other celebrity allegations against Diddy?
I have a list. which I'm going to pull up because there's a whole bunch of names on here, so that way I don't miss any. It's basically who all turned their backs on Diddy, basically. We got 50 Cent. I know that 50 Cent and him had a feud going on for a while. It's one of the personal controversies. It was a highly publicized feud, basically, which led to a series of diss tracks and public insults. So,
50 Cent doesn't like P. Diddy very much, at least from what I've seen. But there's a lot of people who also claim that 50 Cent is just as corrupt as P. Diddy, allegedly. So I can't tell you if 50 Cent is a good guy. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. These celebrities are so closed off. But I will agree with you that there's been a feud between P. Diddy and 50 Cent for God knows how long.
it was like, I believe, like the early 2000s, how long it's been going. But I do know that also, from what I did a little research on the whole 50 Cent situation, that he did not go to any of Diddy's parties. He was like against them.
I mean, I
No,
don't know if that's we don't have proof of that. That's what 50 Cent says. That's what
right.
he tells people, is that he's never been to any of those parties, but unless you were there, we don't really have proof of that. I believe that 50 Cent probably went to maybe one of those parties or two of those parties, you know what I mean? But if you're a big enough celebrity and you're in that circle, eventually you find out what's going on at those parties, and if you stay or you decide you're going to continue going to these parties, that's what makes you a bad person. So if 50 didn't go to these parties because he knew what was going on, then I believe him, and he's not a horrible person.
Let's see. Next one on this list, I believe, is Jay-Z. They had a public
A
falling
lot of
out.
allegations going around right now. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
allegations going on right now about Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Queen Bee.
Mm-hmm.
If they're involved with this P. Diddy scandal, if they're not involved, because apparently Jay-Z is basically Sean Combs's best friend. So, and apparently there were some phone calls that were made
Mm-hmm.
in prison, I guess, by P.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy directly to Jay-Z. I don't know if those are real calls or not, but basically it was P. Diddy threatening to throw Jay-Z under the bus for he was basically saying, I'm not going to be the only one going down for this. Did you hear about that? Did you see those videos?
Yes.
Yes.
And they, even though they have made amends, the information that I did get from that whole JC thing. Let's see. Okay, so they had a public falling out, let's say around the late 1990s, right? And I
Right.
believe if if the information I did get correct was it was over business and personal differences. Allegedly, that's what the information I have. I don't know if it's true. It could be, it's a personal it's basically people that turn their backs on him, but apparently they made amends now, and now Diddy's trying to, throw him
Get
under the
help
bus.
from them
Yeah. And
by throwing them on a bus. Yes.
but here's another thing. One thing that I did get information on a while back, which I don't have it with me right now, but Beyonce apparently did some sexual things while being with Jay-Z with Diddy.
Right, supposedly, but
Shocker.
that's all alleged.
Supposedly.
We
Yeah.
don't have proof of that.
Right.
And like there's been people like Piers Morgan who have gone live on Fox who got threatened to be sued by Jay-Z and Beyonce because he had that lady Jaguar Wright on, who was talking all about P. Diddy and the supposed allegations and what she knew because she's been to those parties. So Jaguar Wright caused all of that confrontation on Piers Morgan, And from my knowledge, Jay-Z and Beyonce both sent cease and desist orders to Piers Morgan and demanded that he apologized. They actually got him to apologize on live TV, and basically told Piers Morgan that keep our names out your mouth because you don't know anything that's going on.
Right.
Still fucking stupid, but whatever.
He also, this is another one that I saw on the list. Nas, right? Him and
Nas?
him and Nas had a feud back in like the early 2000s. Basically, they both, as well, like him and 50 Cent, releasing diss tracks, which honestly, how many rappers we know that always do these freaking diss tracks and don't get anywhere?
Well, I mean, diss tracks have been around forever.
Right.
Forever. You can go all the way back to NWA with like Ice Cube and Easy E, and then you've got, of course, you got the Tupac and Biggie feud. You've got you've got multiple feuds. You got the Eminem and ICP feud. You got all these different rap battle feuds. So I mean, rap disses and diss battles are not uncommon between rappers. But you're saying that Nas had a diss track towards P Diddy or towards Jay-Z?
They both did back in like the early 2000s, and it was basically a big whole public feud, very well known. Which honestly, this is how I see the whole diss tracks. It's for clout, right? To get them bigger, famous, just for stupid publicity.
I'm sorry, we cannot count.
Yeah.
I'm not counting. I'm going to say this. I'm not counting MGK's dishes to fucking Eminem or Nick Cannon's dishes to them as a fucking trying to get a clout, because them two been trying to get clout for years and they're still failing at it.
Right.
Right, that's a different show. We can talk about rap feuds in a different show.
Oh yeah.
I like MGK. MGK is like actually one of my favorite rappers. I think he was pretty ballsy to like hop up to Eminem, but you have to understand that whole rap battle diss, that was Eminem and MGK making money off of each other. They don't hate each other. They don't dislike each other. They were making money off of each other. That was a publicity stunt.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Another.
That's why I'm not counting it.
Well, anyways, back on track real quick. Another here's a family that was on the list that was talked about, that I did get research on, the Lopez family, right? So after his breakup with Jennifer Lopez, it was reported that he had a falling out with her entire family, particularly her
Right.
mother, Guadalupe Lopez. Which I mean,
And what are the allegations that follow? Because I know that there are allegations that J-Lo supposedly shot somebody, allegedly, out at a nightclub with P. Diddy, and supposedly they hid the body or something. That's all conspiracy theory. I have no proof of that. That is all alleged.
right.
But I know that J-Lo and P. Diddy like go back, and I know that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are having issues, and supposedly the FBI has been allegedly in contact with Ben Affleck and showed Ben Affleck J-Lo's tapes. And that's why Ben Affleck supposedly, allegedly, is trying to get or is getting a divorce, or did get a divorce, and is moving away from J-Lo because he wants nothing to do with her after all of the Diddy allegations.
And this is where I'm going to get back to Steve Stout, because I did get more information, so that way I could figure out more on the case about the whole situation.
So who is Steve Stout?
he's a former business partner of Combs, right? And
Right.
and also a friend. Stout sued him for $19 million in 2000. So I got the year finally. Allegedly breach of contract and unpaid royalties. So
Okay,
that's
so
the information I
basically,
was able to pull up.
he's talking shit because apparently Diddy never paid him, or there's certain royalties that he hasn't been paid out for.
Right.
That's definitely one way to make an enemy. Don't pay your buddy. Like, don't. That's stupid. Like, why do all these high profile celebrities think that they can get away with dumb shit like that? Like not paying their employees or not paying the people who help them.
Well, that's like certain celebrities actually jumping the ship, or trying to jump the ship and not doing the spot and getting paid for it, and just like, all right, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm not doing this.
Right.
Speaking of another unpaid royalties, so Notorious Biggie, right? His estate, his Notorious Biggie's estate sued Combs in 2006 over unpaid royalties and publishing rights.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Ooh, okay. This information I did not notice until now. Mary J. Blige, right?
Yeah.
Reportedly had a
Blige has apparently.
she had a falling out with Combs over business and creative differences in the early 2000s.
Sounds about right.
Hmm.
Sounds about right.
You know, the
Another
Diddy rabbit hole goes so deep. It goes so
Mhm.
deep. It only gets more and more
Oh,
interesting.
I feel like we're gonna have to do a part 2 with this of how much fucking shit with this whole fucking rabbit hole.
There's probably going to be this. Honestly, is probably going to be a 3-parter because there's so much
That's
to
what I
deal
was
with
thinking.
Diddy.
That's what I was thinking. So you'll be getting us 3 times making fun of this stupid ass.
Faith Evans is also on this list. Biggie's widow has publicly criticized Combs for his handling of Biggie's estate and legacy.
Yeah, well, he kept making money off of the Notorious B.I.G. after he had died, and basically, not a lot of that money was sent to the family of the Notorious B.I.G. That money's been funding P Diddy and P Diddy's record label. So you have to think that, I mean, the man has been using every asset he has, including supposedly his dead best friend's music. So once you get down to that, the whole allegation of Notorious B.I.G. supposedly wanting to leave, wanting to not do the record label with Diddy anymore, brings it back down to the conspiracy is, did Diddy know that he was being chased after? And if he did he purposefully go through that red light so that the Notorious B.I.G. would be shot up and killed so that Diddy could assume the rights to all of the Notorious B.I.G.'s music and make money off of it? Because the Notorious B.I.G. makes more money now than he did when he was alive, and all of that money is cycled through Sean Diddy Combs's record label, or at least it used to be. That's all alleged. Like I said, I have no proof of that. I cannot prove any of those claims. That's
We
all
can't prove
conspiracy.
anything.
Exactly. And okay. I overlooked this too, which I wish I didn't. So you know about Steve Rifkin, right, Robert?
No, who's Steve Rifkin?
He's the founder of Loud Records. He had a falling out with Combs over business differences in the late 1990s.
So when you say a falling out, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by a falling out?
Well, he's the founder of Loud Records, right?
Right. And was
we know.
P Diddy originally was P Diddy originally a part of Loud Records?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. He and
So he
Diddy had
left
a
Loud
falling out.
Records, and so he left Loud Records because of an argument or because of a miscommunication or something, and then a big feud was developed between the two of them.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know the whole story about it, but it was over business differences. And
Right.
then another business partner, right, in the industry,
Right.
Jimmy Lovin, co-founder of Interscope Records, reportedly also had a
Yes.
falling out with Combs over creative and business differences in the early 2000s.
So I don't know much about Interscope Records, but I know that they're a big name record label, a big name record company, and I know that Diddy definitely worked with them at one point and took a lot of money and possibly clientele from them. So I understand why Interscope would allegedly have issues with P Diddy.
Right.
You
Now,
can't
here
steal
is
your business partners. You can't steal your business partner's music, people, and not expect some sort of retaliation.
oh, most definitely. Now, who's ready for a list of names who was involved in the parties?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I want a real list, man. Like I know that we have these internet lists, and I would love it if you read off the internet list that you have, but I want the government to come out and actually release the list, which Donald Trump did say that he would not be opposed to releasing the Epstein and the Diddy files, which would be the Epstein list and the Diddy list. But the only reason why I think possibly that the Diddy list will remain alleged and it will never be a true it will never be truly declassified is because of how many top name people, high up alleged celebrities and high up alleged politicians and high up alleged church officials and high up alleged royal family members have all done things or been at a Diddy party or done whatever. So the fact that people think that that list is even possibly going to come out blows my mind. I don't think it will.
Well, you know what's
If the
funny?
list does come out, we're going to get only a couple names. Well, the list that you're about to name off is the famous list, and that list is allegedly been put together by ex CIA agents and ex FBI agents, but that's alleged. There's no proof of
Mhm.
that. We don't know who made that list. So
Well,
we can't say for that that list is the real shit. No, like you have to listen to me. The list that you have, unless a lawyer came out with that list and said this is the list, this is the people, then we don't know. We can't go out and say we have the list because we don't.
right.
We have the alleged names. And so what are those names?
Well, bef- before I say the names, one of the names that you did mention, Donald Trump, is supposedly allegedly on the list. He
So is
attended.
Barack Obama.
Right.
So is Barack
So,
Obama.
mhm,
So high up people know high up people. I don't think Donald Trump did anything with Diddy. I really don't. But that's not to say he didn't. I also don't think that Barack Obama probably did anything with Diddy. But that's not to go to say he didn't. These people are powerful people. Okay. A lot of the people that are on the Diddy list are probably also on the Epstein list.
right.
You have to
So,
remember that too.
yeah.
Is a lot of these people have a lot of money. They know the people that they need to talk to, and they are connected. Those connected people obviously have some sort of connections to Sean Diddy Combs because of the amount of money that Sean Diddy Combs had, the parties he threw, and his inner crowd and the people he hung around with.
Mhm. Okay, so here is some names on the list. Usher. Now, Usher has shared some wild stories about those parties that he's attended, but it also apparently allegedly is known that he lived with Diddy for a year as a teenager.
Yeah, Usher famously, like I told you before, got asked by a reporter that that Usher went to Puff Daddy Flavor Camp or whatever the hell that they called it back when P Diddy was like mentoring young musically talented teenagers, and Usher was his main talent. Usher said that he saw weird, freaky things that a teenager probably shouldn't see. He
Right.
didn't name what those things were, but we all can think that if it's P. Diddy, he probably witnessed some kind of like homoerotic thing that was probably either A, used as blackmail, or B, it was just all of these guys that were constantly partying together and doing explicit sexual things together that Usher was around all the time. And same thing goes for JB, for Justin Bieber. Usher literally was the one who brought Justin Bieber to Sean Diddy Combs,
Yep.
allegedly. I mean, that's what every place has said, that Usher was the one who brought in JB. And
Yeah, and
apparently JB was like apparently JB was hardcore SA'd by Diddy and by other people at the Diddy parties. And
yep.
they would
And it
allegedly get Justin Bieber extremely fucked up on drugs and alcohol, and then he was basically passed around. And I mean, to think about that, like of course that's fucking disgusting. It's sick,
and it
and
came
it's
out of his
sad
mouth
that
himself.
yeah, it's sad
He,
that Bieber had to go through all that. I feel bad for
Bieber said
Justin
it out
Bieber. I
loud.
don't see Justin Bieber as the bad guy. He's not the bad guy here. Justin Bieber
well,
was taken advantage.
he
Justin
is
Bieber
one of
was
the
taken advantage
victims.
of.
Right. He is one of the victims. Right. He did say
Yeah.
that. But here's the thing. He shared his experiences from a party, from one of the parties, when he was only 15 years old when he went to that party.
Yep.
And he
Yeah.
was the second one on the list. So
He's not the
for
only
him to,
one. There's crew. There are allegations from a supposed 9-year-old at the time that went to a P. Diddy after party. Okay, a 9-year-old that supposedly
Yep.
went through all of that stuff too. He's suing, or she is suing. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I just know that they're 9 years old, or they were 9 years old when the events took place. So why was P. Diddy having after parties with children? Because he's a sick fuck. I don't care what
right.
anybody says. Like, you don't offer a child to come to an after party, especially an after party that devious adults are doing devious sexual explicit things, and those things shouldn't be happening around a minor, let alone happening at all. I'm fine with consent between adults, but it sounds to me that P. Diddy was having these parties. They were not consensual. He was spiking drinks. The baby oil was allegedly GHB, or possibly GHB, which is a party drug. It also makes you delirious, and you can be taken advantage of really easy on the drug GHB. So apparently the famous baby oil, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, supposedly wasn't baby oil. It was GHB. I don't know how true that is. Like I said, that's also alleged. I have no proof. But everything around this case is just a gigantic fucking rabbit hole. I don't know what's up, and I don't know what's down.
Well, next one on this list, right? Khloe Kardashian. She
Oh god, the
supposedly.
Kardashians are disgusting.
Mhm.
They're fucking disgusting. I hate the Kardashians. They're probably the grossest celebrity family in the entire world. Like,
I think
the
everyone hates them though.
Kim K got fucking famous because her mom helped her release a sex tape of her and Ray J, I think, and that's her daughter. That's Kim K. That was her daughter. She allowed her daughter to release a sex tape that she knew about and was totally okay with it, and told Kim, well, sometimes you just got to show the goods to get big. If people want to see you naked and that's how you're going to get it big, then that's how you're going to get it big. Sometimes you just got to strut your stuff. Basically, the freaking mom is disgusting. I hate her. Like, she's so gross. Chris isn't that her name? Chris Kardashian? I don't know. They're fucking disgusting. Khloe Kardashian. There was a video that Khloe came back, right, and she was talking about how she went to a P Diddy party, and she was talking about how everybody at the party was naked. Nobody had clothes on. And that same fucking party, by the way, there's proof that Justin Bieber was at that party.
So
And
is French Montana.
yeah, allegedly, now I cannot stress this enough. Allegedly, I do not have any proof of what I'm about to say, but supposedly, Khloe Kardashian, the rumor going around the rabbit hole right now is that she essayed Justin Bieber. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it's
And
true
it-
at all. It's probably
and
not.
this
I would
party,
believe it.
But it's a crazy claim.
I
this
would believe
party
it.
supposedly was in Las Vegas.
The party that happened at was in Vegas.
Yeah, the one she attended with Justin Bieber and French Montana was in Las
Right.
Vegas. Allegedly. That's the information I got. I don't know if it's true or not, but allegedly that's where it says the party was at. So,
With how disgusting Kim is, I believe it.
and next one on this list, one of my favorite
So
actors.
Julie is wait, Shaitan, wait. So Julie says she heard that some people from Making the Band are suing Diddy also. What is Making the Band? Does anybody know what Making the Band is? I've never heard
No,
of
I
that.
never
Is
heard
that a
of them.
TV show or something?
I am
Okay,
not gonna.
Julie, if you
If you could do
get
the
back to
research.
us and write a comment and let us know what Making the Band is, because we don't know what that is and we can't really comment on that if we don't know what it is. So, but if you have more information on that, you can let us know and we'll post it up here for everybody to see. But anyways, continue, crew.
So Jamie Foxx, one of my favorite actors, right? He
Oh,
talked
the Jamie
about
Foxx conspiracy. I love this
Mhm.
one.
He talked about watching Diddy's throw parties and even claimed one bash in Philadelphia costing over about $1.5 million.
Right. So Julie says, by the way, that Making the Band, it was a TV show back in the day.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up, Julie. Making the Band, can you tell us what it was about a little bit, Julie? Because we don't know what that's about, and I can't, like I said, I still can't comment on something that I don't know anything about. But anyways, continue, crew.
Ashton Kutcher, he hinted at having some wild stories from Diddy's parties, but hasn't spilled the tea. Now, here's what's even more fucked up about Ashton Kutcher. I saw a video on TikTok, right, of him going
Yeah.
out at one of the hearings, right,
Uh-huh.
talking about how he does not like the fact that, because he is a father, right, about how
Yeah.
children are being raped at these parties.
Okay,
And
so I don't know about the party one. I have not seen that video or hearing of Ashton Kutcher, but famously, the thing that's gotten Ashton Kutcher in so much hot water recently is famously Kutcher has gone around to these different places and he's done huge like speaking things about child sex trafficking and about how bad it is. So it looks really bad that Ashton Kutcher is directly related to P. Diddy, and they're like not related as in by blood, but like directly related as in they're like really good friends and they hung out with each other all the time. And now there's all these allegations against Diddy. It makes Ashton Kutcher look like he knew all along, and the only reason he was ever doing all of this stuff for to bring awareness to child sex trafficking and child sex slavery was because he felt bad about what his friend was doing and what possibly he was doing, allegedly. Once again, I have no proof of that, but I do know for a fact that there are videos of Ashton Kutcher in Congress talking about child sex slavery and child sex trafficking and about how horrible it is. And then you find out years later that Ashton Kutcher, this person who fights for children, and wants to stop pedophilia and stop all of this stuff, is best friends with one of the biggest public essay candidates ever, P. Diddy. So I can't take Ashton Kutcher seriously whatsoever, and I think, quite honestly, I think he's a horrible person.
Let's see. Marlon Wayans is also on this list.
Who is Marlon Wayans? I don't know who that is.
You know the Wayne brothers? They did the
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe
They were
refresh my mind.
okay. So they've been in many comedy movies. White Chicks. The Wayne brothers.
So they're the twins. They're the brothers who played in the White Chicks.
Mm-hmm. And they also were in Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Series.
No, I know the people you're talking about now. You said White Chicks, and I knew immediately who they were.
Yeah. So he basically has stated that he attended Diddy's parties for over 15 years and has shared some crazy stories.
So you keep saying shared crazy stories. Do you have any of these stories that he has shared?
No.
No. Okay. So a lot of these allegations revolve around he said, she said bullshit stories. So until I can have actual stories or actual video evidence of these guys talking about these said stories, I can't really take them as credible stories. I want to look at this as good as possible,
Yeah. So these are all alleged right now. We can't prove anything until we get whole information on specific celebrities on their side of the story about P. Diddy. So whatever names we have on the list is just supposed party goers who has attended P. Diddy's parties. So keep that in mind, everyone.
So yeah, so it's all alleged, it's all supposed. We have no proof of any of this. We just enjoy talking about it because it's a giant rabbit hole that is full of craziness. Julie, I see that in the chat here you have posted a link. Unfortunately, we cannot watch that on the podcast. I have to have all videos already going up. So I'm sorry, I cannot view that video. Maybe we can put it on the next episode, but she says that this video link that she put down here is about Making the Band, is about the TV show Making the Band. So we'll have to check that out, and we'll have to talk about that in the next episode. Thank you for the information, Julie. We're sorry we can't watch that video right this second.
Another one on the list is Kendra Wilkinson. She apparently has allegedly attended a few of Diddy's parties when she was younger, but claims what?
Who is this? Who is the person you just named?
Kendra Wilkinson.
Kendra Wilkinson. So, how is she related to this, and is she famous? How would I know her? Or how would these other people know her?
I don't know, but from what it said, she's attended a few of Diddy's parties when she was younger, but claims she's never saw anything too wild.
Tyler, can you look up that name, please? If you can hear me, I don't know if Tyler can hear me. Okay. Anyways, with all of this stuff, with P. Diddy and the parties and everything, I've got a couple more videos that I have available. Specifically, let's take a look at this one.
Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie.
Alright, Pop. It's fucking crazy right now.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here, but I could definitely tell that saying the Netflix movie is definitely associated with a freak off videotape. That's pretty easy to put together. I don't know who this producer person is. That might be the one who's holding the tapes, maybe. I mean, it's pretty obvious, I think, but he's not really spelling it out. And actually, there was a lawyer going on news stations telling everybody that multiple tapes are being shopped out. So this could be before that happened, and maybe that's his way of like keeping people silent by just letting people know that the tapes are out there, ready to be dropped.
It's just, it's fucking crazy right now.
And then you could tell by his voice, his son King Combs does not seem like he's okay with what's happening, because a lot is being put on their names at once, and we know because we could see it on TV every day. So he's kind of dealing with it without trying to say it to his dad.
Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker, though,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh.
Nah, what he's saying here is something that everybody's been saying, yo. None of the celebrities that were very close to him over the years, who've been all over videos and stuff, have said anything. Even when asked about it, Kevin Hart didn't say nothing. Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce, a lot of these people have been stone silent. So because of that, I'm starting to think that, does he really have something on these people or not? Because he's pretty confident, even in jail from a phone call, which is kind of Diddy's MO. He's always been overly confident anyway.
What about all these lawsuits though, Pop?
Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry bitches and shit.
So I guess Diddy here is calming down his son. He's pretty much not worried about the lawsuits at all. He looks like he doesn't plan on paying anyone to settle. And you know what's weird is that there was a clip from Mace where he said that nothing is in Diddy's name either, which is strange. So you can't really sue him for anything.
I did this nigga told me he wanted receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Yeah, everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about.
Pop, Justin said, what should he do about his whip though?
Man, the fuck is you talking about? You don't see this shit I'm dealing with right now?
I know, Pop. I told his stupid ass.
Hey, yo, check this out. Tell his light-skinned ass to go make a club appearance or something. Motherfucker, make some money. You 30 years old and shit. Pay your own fucking car. Damn.
Now, Diddy.
So those were the alleged phone calls from prison from Diddy to his son or whatever, trying to calm his son down about how there are absolutely no way possible that anything bad is going to happen because nobody has any proof and that they'll be fine. And then his son seems to go off on a tangent about how Justin Bieber is asking about a whip, so like a car that P. Diddy apparently owed him or offered him or whatever, and P. Diddy basically says over the phone, fuck that, I don't care about that. Tell Justin to go out to the club and make a name for himself, make his money. He's 30 years old, he can do that himself. So it seems like P. Diddy right now his ego is so big, he doesn't think he's going to get in any trouble for any of this stuff because of, first off, his money, his power, and the people he surrounds himself with. Even though it seems like from this video we're being told that nobody right now has Diddy's back, nobody is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and nobody's defending him, and it's starting to really upset P. Diddy.
Right.
Sorry, internet acting up a little bit there. Through all that.
You're good. Here's the last.
So we've got Tyler back. We've got Tyler back. He left for a second. His internet connection dropped him, but he's back now. I don't know if you saw the video or not, Tyler, but
some of it. My internet cut out in the middle of the fucking video.
Yeah, so we played a video of Diddy's son allegedly either P. Diddy calling his son from prison or his son calling P. Diddy in prison, and P. Diddy basically telling his son, don't worry, don't freak out, and you're not going to get in any trouble. I'm not going to get in any trouble. Nobody has proof of anything. Nobody has anything on us. We're good. And then apparently his son goes into talking about how Justin Bieber is bugging out about a whip, so a car that Diddy apparently owed him. And in that same conversation, Diddy says, well, screw Justin. He's worried about me paying for his car. He needs to go out and do grown folk stuff because he's old enough now to make his own money. So basically, P. Diddy saying, screw all that. I'm not helping nobody out no more. I'm not giving nobody nothing because everybody's putting me under the bus. So what are your thoughts and views on that?
That he, like you said, he thinks he has power because of everything, and he is now fucking himself over by saying there's no proof. There's going to be proof somehow. Or it'll be just like the Vince McMahon shit, and they'll be paying them off people like left and right. Who knows?
Right, which is what they're worried about because P. Diddy has so much money, because he has these connections.
That's why I said this is why I think this is going to be just like it is with the Vince McMahon stuff. And I know we don't talk wrestling on here, but we all know this is close as can be to the P. Diddy stuff with the Vince McMahon scandal, with
Right.
all the allegations with him. It's kind of close to it, but not fully. But Vince McMahon will just be probably paying off whoever the allegations are to. It's going to go the same way freaking Diddy. If it doesn't, I will be shocked. If they somehow find a way for him to be sent off, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Right. So crew, what are your thoughts on the prison phone calls, and do you like, they sound real, they sound legit? Do you think that this is all because of his ego and he just thinks he's untouchable, or what do you think this is about?
Honestly, I absolutely do think it's that, because here's the thing. When you're so big in the industry, you develop a big ego, right?
Oh, 100%.
So with him acting like that, thinking he's untouchable, nothing's going to happen, and then you got all these celebrities who are coming out saying all this shit, and he's thinking they're not. He got his head so far up his ass that he can't think straight, and the fact this is going to bite him in the ass, and he's not going to win. He's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's so much legitimate evidence coming out now, supposedly legitimate evidence, and the public hasn't seen any of it. But allegedly, this
And they're probably
evidence
not
that's
anytime
coming
soon.
out daily. Yeah, well, allegedly, this evidence that's coming out daily is detrimentally more and more and more damning towards P. Diddy. So we can only think that with every little slip, with every little Me Too moment that's coming his way, basically, Diddy is going to have an alarming amount of people that are going to be bringing allegations against him. And I think that's the problem, is the lawyers have to sift through all of this shit and figure out what's bullshit, what's not bullshit, what they can work with, who they can work with. So basically, they're worried about all these women and all these men that are going to come out of the woodwork that are going to be like, yeah, Diddy SA'd me, but never really did. And some of these people, you know, some of these people already Diddy is saying that he never did anything with, and he barely freaking knew them. So it gets hard when you have so many people coming out throwing around so many allegations that the public doesn't really know until the lawyer or the courts come out. And do we know when the P. Diddy trial is scheduled for?
No, I haven't heard anything lately about it yet. No.
Okay, well, until we hear when the P. Diddy trial is scheduled for, we won't really know a lot of the details, because during that trial, whether or not it's made public or whether or not a camera is allowed in the courtroom, because a lot of the times cameras are not allowed in the courtroom, it depends
Well,
on.
here's the thing. I don't mean to interrupt you, Rob, but here's the thing. Let's think about it rationally here. O.J. Simpson's case had one in the courtroom. The Nasser had one in the locker room, or in the courtroom. So I can see them doing it with Diddy too.
They also had Johnny and Amber.
That's different though. That's different though.
Yeah, that was civil, and
that was just Amber trying to get fucking publicity from fucking Johnny Depp. Let's all be honest.
Yeah.
She was also extremely abusive. Let's be honest about that.
But it was trying to. But here's the thing, though. Off topic, just for 5 seconds, we can do this real quick. She was trying to make it all about her, and she was the one that was the victim.
She took a shit on brother's bed, dude. Like she literally shit.
That's what
on
I'm
his
saying.
pillow.
But the thing is, she tried to make it about herself, not her, not. She tried to make it sound like that Johnny Depp was the abusive one.
Yeah, for sure, because she was the abusive one. She was the asshole
Exactly.
in all of this.
Exactly.
I think
That's why he won.
Yeah, well, personally, I think both of them probably did fucked up shit to each other, but at least Johnny didn't shit on her pillow.
But anyways,
Like
we got like I said, 5 seconds. 5 seconds off topic.
Well, okay, so I do have a victim list, but before I get to that victim list, I'm gonna name the rest of the party goers. They don't have any specific information on them. It's just the list of names. So we got Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Leonardo DiCaprio, Paris Hilton, Martha Stewart, Donald Trump, Henry Winkler, Jay-Z, and then Nas.
Okay.
Now, here is, and this does give some information about these specific celebrities who are supposedly victims of the whole Diddy situation, right? The rabbit hole, as per se. Yeah. Ashton Kutcher, number 1 on the list. He has had a weird friendship with Diddy and has spoken about attending his parties, but he has hesitated when asked to share details. So, I don't know why he's hesitating. Who knows? Maybe because he doesn't want to, ruin the friendship, but...
No, because he's a huge part of this. And he knows that if he gets called out for the shit that he's doing, it makes him look like a complete fuckhead. So, Ashton Kutcher, in my mind, he fucked himself. He shouldn't have been friends with P. Diddy in the first place.
I feel like he's going to be called up as an eyewitness to fucking when the trials do happen. He's going to be called up as an eyewitness, and he's going to try to probably either 2 things: get himself out of this mess, or help out fucking Diddy to get free. But my meter is way down to number 1. Get himself out.
So
of
you
this
forgot
mess.
somebody on that list, by the way. You forgot somebody on that list, by the way. The one person that everybody's wondering about right now. Where the fuck did LeBron James go?
Oh, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
LeBron
He is on the
James-
victim list.
Okay.
He is on the victim list, but I'm not on him yet. I'm on Khloe Kardashian, which you did bring up, right?
Yeah, that fucking sick bitch.
Yeah, she was a huge fan of Diddy's parties, and even gave a glimpse of what went down at one of them, saying half the people, like you said, were butt naked.
Yeah. She famously said that nobody at those parties wore clothes because they were all fucking each other all the time, dude. That's all they were doing. It's this massive orgies for blackmail.
Jamie Foxx.
Apparently, yeah, Jamie Foxx. So I don't know if you know this or not, but apparently, allegedly, according to a couple of the news outlets, I don't have my sources with me right now, so I can't quote them correctly. But apparently, allegedly, this is what I've heard, that Jamie Foxx is the one who blew the top off of all of this. He was the one who reported P. Diddy. Do you remember when Jamie Foxx was in the hospital? So apparently Jamie Foxx released a statement saying the night before or whatever that he was with P. Diddy and that he believes that P. Diddy poisoned him.
And you know what's really fucked up about that?
What?
Jamie Foxx was part of P. Diddy's inner circle.
Yeah, but so apparently when it came to, I don't know how much of it's true. So once again, this is all alleged. We have no proof of
speculation.
Yes, I have heard that Jamie started seeing all of the inner workings of the parties and all of like insane homo stuff that was going on there that was not a fan of. He didn't like all the gay stuff that was going on there, and he didn't really understand why it was happening. And apparently, he saw some really disgusting and disturbing things, and he reported them.
Which
And apparently Diddy found out about it. According to all of this stuff, Diddy found out about it and then tried to poison him, which everybody thought that Jamie Foxx maybe even died in the hospital, and that there's a bigger government conspiracy or a conspiracy behind Diddy that they replaced Jamie Foxx with a clone because of a missing tattoo on the back of his neck. Have you heard about that one? About how Jamie Foxx's tattoos are missing?
mm-mm.
So if you go look up recent pictures of Jamie Foxx and then go look up older pictures of Jamie Foxx, he does have tattoos that are missing. Now, that can come down to like maybe Jamie Foxx had his tattoos removed. People do that. They get tattoo
Yeah.
removal. That's a thing. But it is odd that like we remember him with these tattoos and we don't ever remember him talking about getting tattoo removal. And then the next time we see Fox after he's out of the hospital, one of the tattoos that should be extremely visible on him is not there. Kind of odd, right?
Yeah. So
Unless he's putting makeup over it or something.
right. So with Jamie Foxx being the third one on the list, right, being part of Diddy's inner circle. Well, like you said, he shared uh stories about attending his parties, you know. But here's one thing that was added to that, right? One of them, he saw Demi Moore and a young man he didn't recognize being at one of those parties.
Who's Demi Moore? Forgive me for being retarded.
She's an actress. I know that. She's been in a bunch of movies. Uh ICEking, can you pull up a picture of Demi Moore?
Yep.
And guys, I know that like first off, look, I'm going to say this now. Some people don't like the word retard, and I know that I just used it, and I'm sorry. If you don't like that word, I'm sorry. I'm going to say what I want to say though, because free speech is free speech, and I think calling somebody a retard and somebody actually getting that upset over that's a personal identity problem. And if you're not stupid, then you shouldn't be offended by it.
So that's Demi Moore, and if I remember correctly, she was married to Bruce Willis.
Oh, dude, I can't even like okay, I can't see that picture like at all, like very well. It's blurry to me, but I think I know who that is. I'm not 100% sure. I think I knew that. I think I know who that is though.
Tyler, am I correct that she was married to Bruce Willis?
I think she was, yeah, but they got divorced like in 2000 something, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't my man Bruce Willis like not doing very good right now?
No, he's not.
Oh no, he's close to death. I think he's gonna be gone this year.
He's suffering really badly, and I believe it's dementia that he's suffering with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or Alzheimer's or dementia.
Bad Alzheimer's dementia.
Yeah.
I think this is the year he's gonna pass.
So I heard that Bruce Willis actually sold the rights to his body and his voice to an AI company so that they can make movies with Bruce Willis for the rest of the entirety of the universe. Like, no joke. So Bruce Willis will always be able to be in movies. That's a fun little fact about Bruce Willis.
Now, this next person on the list, Usher, right?
Yeah, oh god, that fucking scumbag.
So this goes back to where he lived with Diddy for a year, right?
Yeah, back when he saw all that weird shit. Back
Yeah,
when
he
Usher said saw the weird parties, the weird homoerotic parties that Diddy was throwing. I mean, that's what he led on to, like, people to believe. But he never really said it was like gay or weird or extremely sexual or anything. He just said it was that
so
there were things that he shouldn't have seen at the age he was.
right. So he was 13 years old, right, at the time when he was living with Diddy, right?
13 or
How
16?
13. How he
Ew.
worded it,
Ew.
yeah, he said when he was speaking about the party, right? The parties that he was at the age of 13, he said he didn't understand
Yeah.
any of what was going on at the time. Which makes sense because at that age, you don't understand what's going on. You're just seeing it and you're confused. So,
Yeah, well, because you're still a kid.
Mhm.
And that's what's screwed up is P. Diddy was messing with these children. Like, I don't care. Like, if there's no proof that P. Diddy was, like, screwing around with kids, you've got the 9-year-old or the person that was 9 at the time that is pushing their case right now, which that's absolutely disgusting. Inviting a 9-year-old to an after party, you freaking gross piece of shit. And
Yep.
then you have Justin Bieber. He was taken advantage of when he was what, 16? Was it,
15.
or was he younger? 15.
He was,
Okay,
yep.
freaking disgusting. Yeah. And how old was Sean Combs at that time?
I don't
Exactly.
know.
Like, he was over the age of 20.
Yeah.
So that's disgusting. He was probably in his 30s or 40s. I don't know. I don't know how old P. Diddy is. I don't know when P. Diddy was born. Honestly, I don't care. Dude's disgusting. They
Okay.
did this stuff
So,
wait, I'm not done here. He did this stuff to these children, and he screwed up all these kids' lives and really messed them up. And I don't understand, like, why people aren't really, like, taking that into more of account. Like, it's, oh, all the baby oil and the crazy sex orgy parties and shit, but they don't go back to the fact that some of these people were definitely victims, and some of these people were definitely underage when it happened. And they were supplied drugs and alcohol, and they were also underage. There was no consent.
right.
That alone should keep Puff Daddy or P. Diddy or whatever the hell you want to call him, that piece of crap scumbag, in prison for the rest of his life.
The thing is, though, he thinks he's not getting it. But here's the thing: there's going to be people that are going to fucking protest against him, or not protest, but go against him on the stand. We know that
But
Bieber's going to do it.
People do need to.
We know that Bieber's going to do it. We know that fucking Kim Kardashian's probably going to do it. We know fucking whoever else was on that victims list. If they want to, they'll fucking do it.
Next one, though, on this list.
Anybody that wants to save their ass is going to go against it.
Oh yeah.
When the time
Hell,
comes, they're going to go against it.
Like I said earlier. Hold on before you continue the list. Like I said earlier, Ashton Kutcher is going to either choose two options. He has two doorways. Number one, save his ass, or number two, be that best friend he wants to be to Diddy, which is a dumb idea to do.
So,
hey, Tyler, you got a lot of feedback. You got a lot of feedback coming through right now for some reason.
Hold on.
okay. So the next one on this list was LeBron James. So now I can bring him up.
Yeah.
You're
LeBron. Where the hell is he? Where did he
So-
go? Where did
Okay.
LeBron go?
So he has been friends with Diddy for years, right? He's attended parties.
Mhm.
Even saying ain't no party like a Diddy party. He
Yeah,
supposedly
I know
is on the victim
video.
list.
There's literally a video of him. There's literally a video of him FaceTiming P. Diddy saying there ain't no party like a P. Diddy party. What?
Right.
What?
Right. Now we've already covered Justin Bieber. He is one of the victims, and then Kendra Wilkinson. back to Kendra Wilkinson. Tyler, you were asked to look up who Kendra Wilkinson is. Could you do that
Oh
real quick,
yeah,
please?
I did have her, but I forgot to show her.
No, not show her
Yeah, I
who
have.
she is.
Or what movie? I'll go in and see what movie she was in.
But while Tyler the Ice King's looking that up, Robert, I do have a few names that aren't in this list that I'm going to add. We got Eminem. He's apparently one of the victims. Jaden Smith, another one of the victims. And then Rihanna, another victim. But
Yeah, well, allegedly Jay-Z threatened to throw Rihanna off a balcony if she didn't sign to his record label. Did you know that? That's alleged, but I mean, I've heard that a whole bunch.
I heard about that too. And here's what's even more fucked up. Additionally, lawyer Tony Busby who is representing 120 alleged victims, has stated that some celebrities are quietly settling with victims to avoid public lawsuits.
Yep. They're trying their hardest, man, because they know if this comes out, it's going to ruin their appearances. They're not going to be able to do anything
right
about it either, because if they even come out to even look like they're connected in a really bad way towards or with Diddy, they're screwed. Their entire public outlook is screwed, and they know it. And you have to think, dude, there's other people that are directly related to this that I think I've heard have now died. They've died. Is that true? A bodyguard specifically? A bodyguard that worked for Puffy died?
Another alleged victim who warned everybody, Michael Jackson being one of them, who's dead, and XXX Xeshion, who's dead, has warned and was a victim.
X was a victim?
Yep.
How do we know that?
Okay, so when I was looking up for information, right, he, alongside Michael Jackson, was one of the few who warned the public about P. Diddy, and I guess is on the victim list.
I think I read something about that a long time ago, before they passed away, that they did do an interview and talked about it. I think I read something about that.
Yeah. Eminem, being one of them who's still alive, has warned the public as well about P. Diddy and is one of the victims.
Eminem has talked so much shit on P. Diddy, it's actually quite funny.
That's why I think it's true about him, because he does.
Yeah. If you go back into his music in Eminem's in some of Eminem's tracks and in some of his newer tracks too, he has mad disses on P. Diddy. It is absolutely hilarious. You know, 50 Cent.
That's why I think that one's unbelievable.
You know, 50 Cent wrote a song for P. Diddy that basically had P. Diddy tell on himself. Did you know that? Absolutely hilarious, because P. Diddy made the song.
Sounds about right.
The lyrics to like the opening song are tell the cops and the feds to come get me. Like, I'm serious. That's like real. I don't have it on me right now. I don't know if I have the video either. I don't think I do, but it's absolutely hilarious. And you guys can look that up. Let me see. Let's play this one real quick,
If ever there's been a prophetic song, this is it. In 2001, P. Diddy and G-Dep released a song called Let's Get It. Diddy features on the second verse, where he opens up by saying this.
I run this city, send the cops, DA the feds to come get me. Send the cops, DA the feds to come get me.
Ironically, the number 24 on Diddy's jersey was the year he was arrested. Diddy continues his verse with a not so subtle warning to his peers.
Cats wanna leave me for dead, you're coming with me. You're coming with me.
Coming to the end of his verse, Diddy suggests a possible hiding place.
Hide out in Egypt.
That's good. The craziest part of this story is, Diddy didn't even write his verse. 50 Cent did.
Make this money. Oh, the G-Dep joint. Yeah. You wrote that?
And to top things off, 50 also wrote Diddy's verse on the I Get Money remix, where he has him saying this.
Bo knows, but Diddy did it. Shootouts, coastal beef, shit, Diddy did it. God damn. Nigga, spent Christmas in jail.
Yeah, so I did have it. That's the video. That's the song that 50 Cent wrote that P. Diddy actually did. And the crazy thing about it is the jersey he's wearing literally has the year he is arrested on it. And the opening to the song is, I run this city, tell the cops, the feds, the DA to come get me. What?
Mm-hmm.
And then another one that says, and then another verse that has P. Diddy saying, we all know that Diddy did it.
Yeah.
That's a verse. Oh my God. 50 Cent be wild.
Okay, so I got this source from a website called newsfeed.com of names who are in the filing, right? For the upcoming, supposed court hearing, right?
Right.
Stevie J, Stephen Aaron Jordan, a music producer and television personality. According to court documents, Jones allegedly Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Jones' admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexual acts.
Yeah. Oh my God, I almost dropped my mic. That would have been really bad. All right, but anyways. Yeah, no, Diddy's famous for that. The blackmail thing. Getting people in situations that screw them over, usually homoerotic situations with other men. He tries to get men to screw other men because it's not it's not even the fact that it's like it's the worst kind of blackmail for straight men because straight men don't want to ever be seen as gay. No matter what. A lot of them have huge problems with it because some of these hetero men who claim to be heterosexual are not heterosexual, and they do have gay tendencies or homoerotic tendencies, and they get caught up. These people have money, they have power, they get offered things, especially by people like Diddy or Epstein, and they get caught up. These people do dumb shit because they think they're untouchable. So I don't put it past any of them.
Yep.
I'm putting Vince McMahon in that category because I feel like he thinks he's untouchable too.
Oh yeah, Vince did think he was untouchable. That man thought he could do anything.
No, he still thinks he's untouchable. Honestly, he still thinks he is. He thinks that this whole lawsuit is going to go bye-bye because he's going to pay the lady and sweep her a rug. Yeah, no.
I mean, he might be able to, but he's going to have to offer her a shit ton of money.
Another one on this list, a redacted name of a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, what Philadelphia rapper whose name was redacted, so we don't know the name, dated Nicki Minaj from Philadelphia?
I don't know anybody that dated Nicki from Philly.
Another redacted name, an R&B singer who's a Grammy Award winning, who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bajan billionaire, is also on this list. Young Miami, who was not labeled as a celebrity in the filing, but relative of Young Miami is named. According to court documents, the cousin of Young Miami is accused of groping Mr. Jones.
That's weird.
Right. Ooh, we got a royalty on this list. All right, Prince Harry.
There's
According to
always a little. Yeah,
I remember
Prince
hearing
Harry.
about him.
According to court documents, Jones alleges Combs' associates gained access to international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry.
Dignities
Mhm.
or dignitaries.
Yeah, dignitaries. Yeah, that's a yep, dignitaries. Cassie Ventura, a singer and dancer
Yeah.
whose previous lawsuit against Combs related to allegations
They
of
have
sexual abuse was mentioned.
they have Puffy on video beating the shit out of Cassie. So I mean that's one of the things that's working for them.
Yeah.
Is they have this horrible abuse and violence on video. So we know that. We know who you are, Puffy. We know you're a piece of shit. We have it on video.
Bishop T.D. Jakes is not accused of anything in the lawsuit. According to the court documents, Jones alleges that Combs planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact of his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit.
Yeah. Cassie, that whole situation is absolutely insane. I don't
It
know,
might have
like
been. I think I found the Philadelphia rapper,
Okay.
Meek Mills.
Oh, Meek Mill, supposedly Diddy's side piece. That's all
No,
alleged, but like
for
apparently like
Nicki Minaj's Philly rapper boyfriend. He was born in
no, I
South
know
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Meek Mill, bro. Meek Mill is the one who they apparently have on video having intercourse with Diddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the rapper that apparently is claiming he's like I'll put up 100, or he said something like I'll put up $1 million for anybody who has proof of me being gay with Diddy. Like he literally says this, and everybody's like, well, why'd Meek Mill do that? And it's because there's all these allegations going around that him and Puffy were basically they were a thing, or they were like dating or something, like they were very 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 close.
Yeah, so the only one on the list of old boyfriends is Meek Mill.
Okay. Thank you for that information, Ice King. Another one on this list, Georgia Mass Choir was named in the filing in relation to his professional engagements with Jones and is not accused of any wrongdoing or involvement related to the alleged misconduct. Donald Lawrence, a songwriter and music producer, Lawrence was named in the filing in relation to his professional engagements with Jones and is not accused of any wrongdoing or involvement related to the alleged misconduct. The Clark sisters were also named in relation to professional engagements with Jones and is not accused of any wrongdoing or involvement related to the alleged misconduct. Smokey Norfolk was named in relation to professional engagements with Jones and is not accused of any wrongdoing or involvement related to the alleged misconduct. Fahim Muhammad was named as, according to court documents, Combs head of security had the power to make people and problems disappear. DeForest Taylor, according to court documents, Taylor was named as Combs allegedly asked Jones and Taylor for a $100 bill because he wanted them. To do cocaine with him. Okay. And then the last one on this list, Jose Cruz was named as the court document alleges he is the gatekeeper to all of Mr. Combs' recordings.
Oh, geez. So that's the guy who like holds all of those weird freak off videotapes for P. Diddy. That's freaking weird.
So yeah, that's all the names for the upcoming court case that the source that I got from newsfeed.com. So
I gotcha. Well, I think we're probably gonna make this part 1. This is where we're gonna end it.
We're doing at least a few more, and I feel like when the court date does happen, that will be the next time we do it because we get more information out of all this.
Yeah, we're gonna have more episodes on this for sure. I do have a couple more videos, I think. Let me see. I don't remember if I played this one or not.
With Diddy's team trying to get these tapes released, do you feel that this is part of Diddy's team's way at a play that's just, as horrifying as these videos might be, that these are 2 consenting adults?
If I'm Diddy's team, that's exactly how I'm going to be looking at it. And that's going to be kind of my theme at the trial, that, look, this is bad. I'm not going to say, it's disgusting. It's not for everybody. But this is what Diddy, was into. And the other individual, Cassie, she was into it as well. They're 2 consenting adults. Nobody forced them, coerced them, threatened them to do this. Nobody was drugged. Nobody was blackmailed. So I would definitely be using that if I'm Diddy's attorneys. And I think that's going to be a theme with when this goes to trial. That, look, you may not appreciate it, may not agree with it, but there's nothing wrong with it, nothing illegal.
So how you guys feel about that? That's basically going to be the way that Diddy's team is going to take everything, and they're going to basically say that it was all consensual between consenting adults, and that they're just freaky people.
Adults, fine. Kids, no. Sorry, that dude is fucking dumb, and I think I just lost brain cells listening to him fucking talk.
yeah, same here.
Right.
Like, adults fine, kids not okay. Honestly, yes, we get it. Consenting between the adults, but it's not consent when it comes to children. Come on now. People need
There
to
is
think
no
before they
consent.
speak. Exactly. People
Right.
need to think before they speak. So that dude is completely dumb for speaking before he thought of what he was going to say.
Oh, basically he said he's gonna fucking win. Have fun
No.
with seeing that.
Yeah, no. I personally do not see Diddy winning this case whatsoever.
No, but and I agree with you, but the thing is, that guy thinks, that his team got us under control. He's not going to jail. Bullshit.
Right. Well, that's the argument.
I don't
I guess
know.
right now is that
I don't know what that dude was smoking, but shit. I don't know if I want to smoke it because I think he's lost his fucking mind.
You're absolutely right, because I lost a lot of brain cells listening to him as well. So, what else
All
you
right,
got,
guys,
Robert?
I think I have a couple more. I might have 2 more.
No, hey yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know.
Oh, that one. That's the jail one.
I remember Diddy saying, if you get on your knees.
What was he talking about?
I said, if you get on your knees, you're supposed to cry. If you're singing a song.
Oh, okay. We segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody. They made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course, did he see it?
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely.
That came from Harlem too. By the way.
Came from Harlem. I definitely would say some, the crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But yeah.
Did
the
you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
He's like, I don't know what I was talking about.
Hey. Nah. I mean, I was
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's compilation.
We have a bunch. We put.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game, and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why do you and Fif just?
Hey, yo.
Why y'all got?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fif. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it,
can't
man.
see that he loves me?
But see,
you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both.
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
Like
I don't.
Both the same.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We are not the same.
But I mean,
we are
as
not
far as
cut
the way
from the
you
same
guys
cloth.
work hard.
Yeah, and I mean,
I'm going to do it just like him. You lied through half of it, you stupid fuck. You know what the fuck you're doing at your damn parties.
Crew, what'd you think about that?
He is off. There we go.
Straight out stupid.
He has an excuse for absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Offered to take 50 Cent shopping. I've seen that video where 50 is like, nah, I ain't going shopping with you. That's weird. But anyways, guys, I think that's the last video that I have for tonight's cast. I think Crew's gonna say one last thing, and then we're gonna call this podcast tonight. And this will be the Diddy episode 1, and we're gonna have probably 3 parts. There'll be 2 more episodes.
So here's the thing, everyone. We will do a whole debunk scale on everything once we get more information. So right now, allegedly, I'm pretty much gonna not say what I think on the debunk scale of all this bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan, man.
So,
all right.
Well, this hole is we're digging the hole and we're burying this bitch one by one every time, and this hole's not even filled yet. We're not even 6 feet up. We're not even 6 feet up yet. We're still digging that hole back in there.
This whole rabbit hole is getting us somewhere, but all we can say is allegedly on everything because we don't have any proof until Donald Trump supposedly brings out the files like he is supposedly bringing out the Epstein files as well. So with
He
him
didn't
being
say he would. He didn't say he would. He said he wasn't opposed to it.
right,
So he said, like, if he got the backing, he would release it. He didn't say he would do it.
right, which may here's what's confusing. He's supposedly allegedly a party goer, but he's not opposed to sending out the files about this whole thing, which makes me think that he's doing it for his own ego.
I don't think I do, look, if Trump was really that worried about being named on Diddy anything, he wouldn't even be following the case at all, and he would tell everybody to forget about it. But
True.
instead, he's like, I don't care. I'd release those files because the man knows he didn't do anything wrong. We can't prove that Trump did anything wrong, and nor am I going to say he did anything wrong. He's the president of the United States, so it's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
But he's not the only president on those lists. He's not. You got Bill Clinton and Barack Obama also. So you have to look at the fact that with powerful people, like I said earlier, with powerful people, they make really big mistakes sometimes because they think they're untouchable. But anyways, guys, this is Robert saying good night and signing off for the Robert and Crew show. I got Crew over here, and I got Tyler, and we are all going to tell you good night, peace out, and have a good rest of your night.